So my name is Piotr Muszyński. I'm an entrepreneur in telecommunication and IT, and I will be chairing today's meeting. Basiu?
My name Barbara Misterska-Draka. I'm auditor. I president myself company, Mr. Auditor Advisor, and I'm president Polish Auditor Organization. Chamber. This is Polish Chamber Auditor Organization.
It's great to meet you.
Thank you.
Cezary Klimont, I'm C-level executive with about 30 years of experience, with strong finance background. So I was mainly working as CFO, but also as CEO or CEO or COO. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so after that short introduction, the floor is yours. Let me remind you that due to the rules, you have 5 minutes for your presentation. Thank you.
So may I start?
Yes.
Okay. So hello, my name is Kamil. I'm a second year student at Józefa Poniatowskiego 5th Comprehensive Secondary School. My majors include chemistry, physics, mathematics, and I am also unofficially pursuing English and biology. My main interests lie in chemistry, cosmetology, and dermatology, and I aim to use my knowledge and skills to help people. Chemistry is certainly my favorite natural science, as it is an essential part of our daily lives that often goes unnoticed. My specific interests in the use of chemistry in pharmaceuticals and cosmetics, as I believe in the importance of taking care of our skin as well as our actual bodies for our overall well-being. I've recently even made a cream containing like 15% ethanol-based common onion extract, and the extract has actually been proven to improve the appearance of fresh scars. And what I love about it the most is that it actually doesn't reek of onion. I'm a firm believer in aiming high as the key to success, and I believe my achievements so far are a testament to this. Since I switched my primary schools in 2019, I've participated in various contests such as Olympus, Multitest, Galileo, Meditas, and this kind of contests, as well as the chemistry contest organized by the Education Office in Warsaw, where I made it to the final stage and actually scored 70% of the total points. In my previous school, I also took part in the chemistry knowledge tournaments organized by Jagiellonian University, where I placed 3rd in the entire country. As a graduate of a bilingual school, I've also excelled in like recitation competitions, such as the one in which I recited literature in German and achieved the laureate title. Currently, now that I'm in high school, I'm testing my abilities in tournaments, mostly organized by universities, such as Jagiellonian University, once again, Warsaw University of Technology, and, well, the University of Silesia. And I'm quite proud to say that I've made it to the final stage in, like, all of those. Yeah, and apart from my academic achievements, I'm also active in the community, and I really enjoy volunteering with Our Future Foundation. I often tutor my peers, Cheers, Jerry, and Lucia, and sometimes even first-year students. Furthermore, I'm a stipendist in Krajowy Fundusz na Rzecz Dzieci, which has provided me with opportunities to participate in various research projects at like esteemed facilities, such as the Institute of Physical Chemistry, where I studied astrochemistry, Center of New Technologies, University of Warsaw, where I studied bioremediation, as well as soon the Institute of Nuclear Physics, which I'm going to in like 2 days, where I'll be studying rare nuclear decays. I'm also happy to say that I'll be participating in a research project in Odolanów this summer, where I'll be working with experts from the Institute of Molecular Physics. In my free time, I love listening to foreign language music, taking care of my plants, as well as watching series. I'm particularly fond of spending time in nature, as it has been shown to reduce cortisol. And I especially love Las Bielańskie because it's just close to my house. My principal objective is to open a clinic specializing in the treatment of scars, especially like post-acne scars, stretch marks, as well as any other form of scars. And additionally, I'd love to open my own brand of cosmetics with main focus on treating scars that that could take a large area of your body. I believe that this trip would give me the chance to meet experts in the fields, which would have a significant impact on my career trajectory. Interacting with them would expose me to bleeding edge advancements and innovation in numerous fields, especially the ones regarding my technological interest. Since Silicon Valley is known for its entrepreneurial spirit and technological advancements, the trip would actually inspire me to think outside of the box and embrace a more interdisciplinary approach to my scientific endeavors. I'd also be motivated to explore novel avenues and to contribute to the development of new solutions. And since Silicon Valley has witnessed a remarkable inventions and breakthroughs in cosmetology and dermatology, such as non-invasive cosmetic procedures, as well as personalized skincare routines and solutions, I strongly believe I can like a ton out of this trip. And obviously the chemical innovations are just as interesting. For instance, palladium catalyzed cross coupling, I believe that's what it's called, reaction developed by Richard Heck, who was awarded the Nobel Prize for his work regarding this technique. Numerous companies in Silicon Valley use this technique, such as Sigma Aldrich. And I'd love to finish with a quote. As Steve Jobs once said, the only way to do great work is to love what you do. And if you haven't found it yet, keep looking, don't settle. I'm confident that my passion for chemistry, cosmetology, and dermatology, coupled with my academic achievements and community involvement, show that I've found my true passion, which actually brings me a lot of joy. And that's all I have to say. I hope I made it in the 5 minutes, and now I'll be happy to answer your questions.
Okay, this is just a presentation. Now we have a questions from the distinguished members of the commission. So 3 minutes each. Barbara, may I ask you to start your questions?
Thank you very much. For me, this is very interesting. Because the cosmetic is most important from women.
Yeah.
And my question for you is, what do you see yourself in 10 years?
In 10 years?
Yes.
I believe that if I'd love to study medicine in the US, first of all, I'd have to get a degree, like an undergraduate degree, and then go to medical school, and then do my residency as a dermatologist. So I believe in that time I'd still be, let's say, working in a hospital, doing my residency to become a dermatologist. So I believe that would be where I see myself in 10 years, but I'd love to work for my let's say, work on my company. As I mentioned, I really want to start my own company that would, let's say, be resolving around the issues I've mentioned, around the issues, many people and I deal with, especially regarding rapid growth during puberty. You develop a lot of stretch marks, as well as plenty of people during puberty have problems with acne, which often leaves scars that are actually quite hard to treat with products that are not prescription products, so that you can get them over the counter. So yeah, that's where I see myself, working for my company and doing my dermatology residency.
Very interesting, nice. And second question, do you know this now is very important ESG business and environment, sociality, and government. This is sustainability business. For me, I think now about produce cosmetic, but produce friendly for environment. What do you think about it?
First of all, we live in European Union, at least since I live in Poland. I believe our restrictions that are for the environment are actually quite good at the stage we are at. But the thing we could certainly improve is first of all, removing one-time use products from the let's say drugstores like Rossmann or something, or let's say face masks that they only one-time use, because it just generates a huge ton of waste when you can always just buy, let's say, a bigger bottle of face masks and use it the same and generate less waste. And when it comes to the environment, not all skincare ingredients are environmental friendly. So that's an issue too, but I'm pretty sure that there's actually, how do you even say this? That you can either find a substitute for the ingredient that's not fully environmental friendly, or actually make it, let's say, it's the cosmetic disposal, that you're gonna dispose the cosmetics when you use it in a specific way, that it doesn't hurt the environment. You can also always change the formulation of the cosmetics for the, let's say, toxic ingredient not to get released into the environment.
Bravo. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Is that it?
Okay, thank you. You wrote in your letter about Marie Curie Skłodowska as a person who inspired you. Which of her habits or achievements do you appreciate the most? or inspires you the most?
Yeah. Well, I can't say that much about habits. I'd rather talk about her personality traits, if that's something that would interest you too. But, well, regarding her innovations, well, that would certainly have to be nuclear chemistry and physics. But regarding her habits, I think that her trust in her sister is the habit I actually value the most, since it shows how much trust and how much trust she had in her partner, let's call it this way, and how much of a person who does good in teamwork she was. Because, well, as you may know, Maria had to stay in Poland while her sister went to France and studied there, and they had to, let's say, cooperate in this way that while her sister studied, Maria Skłodowska had to work and give some of her pay to her sister so she could study, and then they would, let's say, exchange that. When her sister could already work in France, Maria went there as well, and well, later then her sister would help Maria. So teamwork is obviously a trait that I value in Maria a lot. Another habit I really value would be perseverance and like, how do I call this? Determination. Well, knowing that she had to work in an environment that wasn't, let's say, so women friendly. Well, it was men dominated as well.
Not at all, absolutely.
What?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I believe she had to be really enduring, and the fact that she probably knew that what kind of stuff she would have to deal with. I think that also shows how much of a brave person she was. So okay. Bravery and determination as well.
Thank you very much. Okay, this what you said about your plans and business you would like to start sounds very multinational. You can develop in any country you want. Have you thought about the country where you would like to start your business and build your company?
Well, I've mostly thought about two countries. When it comes to Europe, I've mostly thought about Switzerland, because there's also a school in Switzerland that I particularly love. It's the ETH, University of Technology. But outside of Europe, I was mostly thinking about US as well. I'd really want to, my life to revolve around US, particularly New Jersey or California, because these are my two favorite states. So if I had to start my business somewhere, I'd actually probably do that in New Jersey, because I find the tax rates there as well as the laws regarding business quite all right. They just don't seem very bad, and these states tend to be, especially New Jersey, tends to be a rather safe state.
Okay, thank you very much.
Last but not least, you in your motivation letter, you mentioned that sports were also among your hobbies.
Yeah,
a lot of your hobbies has been mentioned, but the sport is one of them. You said judo.
Yes, I even have my medals here.
Yes.
Yeah. That's my question. So it looks that sport matters, yeah. And what matters?
Could you repeat that, please?
Sport matters to you, yeah. How much sport matters to you? What sports brings to your young life?
The most important thing that would be regarding sports, that what sports could bring to my life, I'd say, is the health benefits. I mostly train using weights, especially do stuff like deadlifting and resistance training. And it just helps me spend more time actively. It helps me reduce my stress as well as bring numerous benefits to my body regarding even the increase of the levels of growth hormone. And what I love in sports as well is that they can be both competitive and quite fun in the same time. I really love playing volleyball with my friends, and even if we sometimes get a little mad at each other, it's really just fun to spend time with people. And while I'm having fun, to know that I'm actually working on my health as well and doing good stuff for my body.
Thank you. Looks that you have a quite long-term plan for your life, which is really impressive. But in a short track, when you will be going to California and you will come back, what key takeaway you plan to bring back to Poland from this trip to California?
Well, first of all, let's say, explore the culture a bit there and see just how people act there, how people think there. That's a thing that might be pretty different than Europe, because if I, let's say, have a view of doing business in Europe, it's probably a bit different in the US, so I certainly have that. I'd also think that another thing I'd love to bring back is just the knowledge and the, let's say, experience of the scholarship, because I've actually helped my friends a bit this year when it came down to essays and motivational letters. And I'd love to promote, let's say, the opportunity to my fellow peers and classmates, because I think that it's just a big opportunity. And being a bit surprised, I've noticed that not a lot of people know about the Queen Hedvig Scholarship. So these are mostly the things I'd love to bring back.
Thank you very much. That's all about our questions. And now we have a short resume. So I'll give back floor to Barbara and then to Cezary for a short feedback.
Yeah.
Barbara?
Yes, Kamil Kowalewski. Kamil, you are a very interesting man. Your playing for me is beautiful. I think that do you know and do you think your future? And this is important for us. And I very nice explain you understand the environment and what is important for good cosmetic for the people. And I like that you love the people because your work are voluntary group, involuntary group, and congratulations.
Thank you.
This is very interesting and good luck.
Thank you a lot.
Thank you.
Okay, it was nice to meet you and listen to your plans and your ideas. You have many fields of interest, what I think it's very important, especially when you're a young man, because you have to find area that really gives you the most is the most exciting for you and gives you the most pleasure. I appreciate very much your idea about starting the business abroad in the US or Switzerland. This will require a lot of discipline for you, because you will have to go out of your comfort zone, go abroad and work there. So I think that's very something should be appreciated. Thank you very much. And
thank you a lot.
Good luck.
Excellent communication skills, good planning. You look quite devoted to your ideas and to your hobbies, which might turn to be a business in the future. So congratulations for that. And I hope that finally you will find Poland more attractive than Switzerland or United States for your future career, because Poland shouldn't lose such a guys like you.
Well, I actually, if I ever have the opportunity to have my company, I'm actually hoping that I can, let's say, have a branch in Poland as well, since, well, it's my mother country.
Thank you very much, and we keep the fingers crossed for your future successes.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.